9:58 on the clock, on the dot. I'm on my laptop giving a tea. Doom, 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 doom. I got a real funny story that came to me. So pull up, anticipating a good read. I won't keep you waiting. I got plans to spill this tea in places y'all never seen, and you know what I mean. And since you know what I mean, girl, go on ahead and make sure to follow the social medias that you guys see before y'all. The channels, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Snapchat. If you ain't got one of them and you got some tea, you can email the channel email at tlsmithteatalk@gmail.com. I check it whenever I can and I respond when I can. I get so many people. So if I don't respond to you, don't take it personal. Okay, I get a lot. And those of you guys that would like to donate to the channel, the Cash App, as well as the PayPal, as well as the join button, as well as merch is available, honey. Go ahead around there and get you a pullover hoodie or something like that, girl, because y'all know it's about to be wintertime around here. So, child, listen, y'all was sending me a lot of stuff, and majority of it was LAMH. And listen, as much as I would love to find something to go in and let have on melodrama about, girl, this whole thing about her being this married man DMs and all of that, child boo, girl, please, that's child's play, all right. And I'm not dibbling and dabbling in that because I don't even believe that. So find something else, child, and then if it's worth talking about it, dealing with LAMH, you might get something from it. But this is a welcomed, okay, welcomed Tea Talk Action News, and it's the second one that I have gotten for Married to Medicine since I started reviewing this shit this season. So shout out to you, shout out to the medicine holes, child, because they done messed around and made it up here, honey. Y'all know if you make it up here, girl, you there. So this story right here comes from urbanbell.com. This was just published 21 hours ago. And this says Dr. Simone Whitmore isn't impressed by Quad Webb's lie detector test, plus says she's a fraud. She a fraud and the truth ain't in her. So Dr. Simone Whitmore isn't feeling Quad Webb's accusations about Toya Bush Harris. Married to Medicine star Quad Webb may have made some controversial accusations about Toya Bush Harris, but she was also hit with some herself. In fact, Quad was not happy about being accused of sleeping with her contractor. The issue is he happened to be married with children. Plus, the rumor also traveled because people had questions about her finances. Quad thought that it was Toya who spread the rumor to the group. However, Dr. Simone Whitmore revealed that she's the one who brought the gossip back to the cast. She happens to share a mutual friend with the contractor. She went on to tell Quad her source is reliable. Quad disagreed, and she denied sleeping with the contractor. Despite Simone telling Quad she did the deed, fans noticed that Quad still appeared to have more anger for Toya, and she did. They clashed plenty at the reunion, but Quad figured a lie detector test would be sufficient to prove her innocence. However, Andy Cohen said that the tests aren't admissible in court, and they're not. Toya is on the same page as Andy. Interestingly enough, it seems as if Simone wasn't impressed by Quad taking the lie detector test either, and she called Quad out after part one of the reunion aired. Dr. Simone Whitmore has not been feeling some of the accusations made on Married to Medicine. In fact, she said that it was wrong for anyone to question if Toya Bush Harris has something to do with Anila Saja's, I hope I said her name right, and her last name, Shaza's house being targeted by robbers. However, Quad Webb was the one who was However, Quad Webb was one of the main voices behind the speculation. So, Simone has been calling out Quad for pushing the narrative about Toya. In Simone's opinion, it's not okay for a cast member to be accused of a crime, and not just any crime, but an actual felony. And I agree. Not only did Simone and Dr. Heavenly Kims feel like the rumor was harmful to Dr. Eugene Harris, but they both believe Toya has been on the show long enough for people to know better. Regardless, Quad refused to back down from her views, so it doesn't seem as if Toya and Quad will be on good terms in the near future. Whatever. Interestingly enough, Quad tried to clear herself of a rumor with the lie detector test, as we reported. Quad has been accused of sleeping with her married contractor. She denied this and passed her test. However, Simone wasn't moved. Not only did she confirm this on Watch What Happens Live, but she stood firm on her stance in Twitter too. A Twitter user wrote, Quad, you are the same person who swore Mariah's DNA was fake, but we, the people, must believe your polygraph test. In response to which, Dr. Simone tweeted, Quad's polygraph proves absolutely nothing. Hashtag poor thing. She also wrote, when a fraud reveals herself, believe it. Hashtag married to med. Simone, Simone also liked and retweeted a tweet that said it's time for Quad to leave the show. The person tweeted, she really thinks she's the life of the party and the show wouldn't go on without her, in parentheses, Quad. I'm so tired of her teacher talking, uh, uh, teacher talking to students, voice on her meaningless diatribes. She needs to go. And child, that was all that came from Urban Bell. Let me tell y'all something. Shout out to Dr. Simone. Y'all know out of everybody up there, I love me some Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie. I do. I love me some Dr. Simone. I love me some Dr. Jackie. I'm here for Contessa. I like Contessa. I ain't got no problems with her. Toya, I'm here with her 1 minute and I'm out with it the next. I absolutely cannot stand Dr. Heavenly and I absolutely cannot stand Anila. Quad, I was here for Quad and I said that I was here for Quad Webb. This season definitely showed Quad's true colors, and I no longer see it for Quad, and I no longer hold any more grace for Quad. And I totally agree with Dr. Simone, and I agree with that fan tweet. If you're not going to believe a blood DNA test, which is blood, why should we then believe you about a polygraph test that's not admissible in court? We didn't see or hear all of the questions that was asked. We did not see him grade the damn test. The only thing we saw was you and Anila. I'm throwing her ass in there too because she tried to play the whole Maury / Steve Wilkos lie detector test shit too. The only thing we saw of y'all was going in and getting hooked up to the monitor. And that was all that we seen. So yeah, I'm on their side with that Quad. That shit proves nothing. And the man and this goes back to another point that I made. Why do you have such a hard on for Toya? This goes back to what I said in my review, where I feel like Quad doesn't even really have a huge issue with Toya. I feel like Quad is playing the game of, well, people really don't see it for Toya like that. Quad really ain't have much of a storyline at all. So if she keeps up arguing with Toya and keeps up this narrative with Toya, that will secure her spot or secure her stethoscope for the next season. I agree with everybody else. She's not married to medicine. G didn't want her ass. He dumped her ass and tossed her ass out like a used and abused cum rag round there to the corner. He found him a fresh new tender. I feel like he deserves to be back on the show with his new wife. And then everybody that's up there have the reason to be up there because they're all married to medicine. Quad Webb is no longer married to medicine. She's not. And I feel like another reason why Quad has such a hard on for Toya is because Quad was Toya. Quad was also married to an ugly ass man that really didn't have much other than him being a doctor going for himself for her. So she chose stability over really loving somebody. The same thing that Toya is doing to Eugene. So while I feel like, yeah, I hear you, Quad, but you're also the pot calling the kettle black. It's like you're so much like Toya. You will actually do a lot better getting along with her versus trying to be her adversary because both of y'all are cut from the same damn cloth. And the fact that you are more willing to go along with this story that you done heard from that mannequin ass Carrie. I agree with Dr. Simone because it's all I got. I ain't about to make this too long. I agree with Dr. Simone. Your polygraph test meant absolutely nothing. And I say the same for Anila. It means absolutely not a goddamn thing. I don't trust them results no further than I can throw any of y'all bitches. I don't trust them. I don't trust them. The only way I would trust any lie detector test coming from Quad or Neela is I got to be there to witness it. And I got to be the one to ask the right questions because, in my opinion, I don't feel like even if they were done unjust, I still don't believe it because I don't feel like the right questions was asked. I believe that the questions that were asked helped the narrative that they wanted to show. And that I'm not here for. So I'm down for Dr. Simone calling out Quad Webb and her bullshit, and I threw Anila punk ass in there too for extra added measure. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. And if I was Toya, you want to fight somebody so damn bad. You fought Mariah. You tried to fight Anila. You tried to fight what's the child name? Audra. Nah, I think the person that really deserves the ass whooping the most is Quad. Because even when Dr. Simone admitted she was the one that brought the rumor to the group, she still wanted to place all blame and all this and all that on Toya. Even something as serious as a damn felony. Quad need to go. Quad need to go. Quad serves no purpose, and she just need to get the flying hell out of Dodge. We don't need her. She's not needed, wanted, desired, or required. Bravo, Andy. Get rid of her. Again, I say, shoot the casting director. It would be one thing if Quad was interesting. Quad ain't even interesting. Quad ain't got a goddamn thing going on. The fuck would we sit over here and believe that, but yet that man's wife still got you blocked? If you went out of town with this man's wife and all of this stuff, then why the hell does she got you blocked? You're not the one that started the rumor. So why do she got you blocked, Quad? Obviously, there's some truth around there somewhere. Obviously, she feels like there was something inappropriate going on between you and her husband some damn where. Talk about something. Why can't a woman get it on her own? Why does the narrative got to be about that? Nah, the narrative wasn't about black women. That narrative was about your black ass. It wasn't about black women. It was about your black ass. Girl, anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Dr. Simone getting on Twitter and getting Quad ass all the way, her Quad fraud and thought ass, Queen of Thoughtland ass, all the way together. Because I was all the way here for it. And girl, I'm all the way gone. All the way back.